Yeah, I have sent
Only
another.
file.
Let me show in the word. Right.
The 1 times to 12 times table.
Yeah, 1 times to 12 times. So I said this is another one. So just give a try to print 1 times to 12 times. 1 time 1 into 1 time 2, 1 time 3, up to 12 times. So this is the second exercise for today. And actually you have to do more exercises and then only you can remember how to apply this and all. So let's discuss this too. Can you give a try or straight away discuss? What do you think? Shall we give a try or straight away? Are we going to
Okay.
discuss?
Right.
Shall we try?
Yeah,
Yeah, right. Try, right?
let's try.
Yes.
Only issue that you have to consider about how we are going to print this. Then you can apply
Yes, sir.
We
How
variable.
have to
should we
print.
think about this?
Yes, you have to print 1 into 1, 1 into 2, which is changing. Which is changing.
Uh,
Only one, the second number.
Second number
no,
is changing.
even the
Second
second
number and
numbers can
answer
change.
both are changing. Second number and the
Even
Yeah.
the
answer.
first number is changing, so.
First number later
First
you
time is
can
always 1.
think one hop at a time. Think one at a
Okay.
one thing at one time. Otherwise you will confuse. Right? Okay. So let's start. I'm going to write a new file. I'm going to start a new file. Okay, so one number at a time. So what you are going to print first? Say print it, right? Print it, nothing to do. Print, let's say 1. Then you have to add this. Let's str. So print like this. Print 1 into 1 equal 1. That is the first thing that you have to print. 1 into 1 is 1. Nothing else. 1 into 1 is 1. So there, let's run this. So make a one babekuta puluwan, right? So that is the thing. So first thing you have to print. Start with somewhere. Don't just struggle to start. Struggle to start means you will never start. Stop. Then kill the first issue. Kill the first issue preventing you starting. That is the algorithm, no? And the algorithm when you think about the algorithm, it prevents you starting the code. But forget about algorithm. Start like a baby. So en, this is times table and Python. Start like a baby. Start like this. So then it's 1 into 1 is then the next line. So it is 1 into 2 is 2. Now you see what are change in the start like babies. Then 1 into 2 is 2. So this is what you have to print. Okay, now you're ready. So let's start from 1. Start from 1. And let's do while. So this is less than or equal to 12. What to do? Print this. Print the first line. And then increase st equal st plus 1. Increase st, starting count. So you are struggling here. I think you are struggling in the starting position. That's the problem. ඔයාලා හිතලා පටන් ගන්න නැතුව ඉන්න. So here the first thing is print 1 into 1 is 1. So start like me. Then you know you have to do 12 times. You can say st equal 1 and up to 12 st plus 1. Okay, what are the change in values? Now you know. What are the change in values? Yes,
Changing values.
this is changing.
1.
This is
One,
changing.
Yeah, yeah.
This is
Yeah.
changing. So I have to replace. I have to stop the string here and add what I have to add. String version of st. String version of st. Stop the string. Add the string version of st. Then run. Okay. Then what else change? What else you can see the change in? Other than this one, anything else change it?
The answer.
Answer is changing. So what? How to calculate the answer? So inversion of 1 multiplied by st. So inversion of 1 into st. So that is the answer.
Hello?
Okay, you're done. Now what you have to do?
So I can't see your screen.
Is that
Something in the middle, sir. Yeah. Something has gone. The idle Python idle code thingy has gone in the middle. Now, okay.
nothing is there? Is still you
It's
got
Okay,
it?
sir.
something.
Now, okay.
Right. So is it difficult? I'm asking, is it difficult?
So when you do it, it's not difficult. For
When you
us to do
do,
only,
yeah,
it's
it's a,
difficult. Hmm.
When
when
you
you do,
are
it's
doing it
very
difficult. So
easy.
how come? How come that is? Only thing
Yeah,
is you
magical
are not
powers.
starting. You are not starting. That's the thing. You will think, මෙහෙම හිතුවොත් මෙහෙම වෙනවා. Likewise, you will plan a lot.
Hmm.
It's like a trip. So maybe you are planning for a trip. If it is like,
But not going.
yeah, you are planning for trip for 1 month, then you will never go that trip, right?
Hmm.
But if you suddenly start
Uh,
without thinking much, then you will go the trip
unplanned.
unplanned.
Hmm.
Unplanned.
The thing is, you have to start. Start, then nothing to do. So, for an example, if you start driving, if you think how to drive, you will never start. But
Yeah, yeah.
if
True,
you
true.
drive, you have to manage that anyway. You have to manage in the middle because you started driving. Now you have to
Yeah.
manage, right? So anyway, do or die, you have to manage. So similar to that in coding also start. Don't wait. Right. And then, so up to 12 times. Up to 12 times means you have to repeat this how many times? Repeat the entire process 12 times, no? Did you understand? You have to repeat the entire process 12 times. Then you can say here in
Yeah.
the beginning, let's take another variable, let's say x equal 1. You can say while x less than or equal to 12. While x less than or equal to 12. I'm going to repeat everything under this. And after repeating, I'll increase the x equal x plus 1. So everything will be repeated 12 times. Then when you run this, don't change other things, run and see. So yes, what's wrong? Yeah, here you should have colon, run and see. So now it's printing, okay, 1 again, 1, likewise it will print 12 times. But same thing 12
Yeah.
times.
Yeah. Like earlier, we'll have to change the one also, right? So,
Yes, now that's what
and
I
then
කරලා බැලුවොත්
STR,
අරක තේරෙන්නේ. That's what I am telling.
ST.
Right? So now what you have to do, you have to change this one also, right?
Yeah.
That can be done by just putting str string version of x and then add this. And here also you have to put x because it is not 1 into, now it is x into. So if x is confusing, let's use y, otherwise you will confuse with multiplication. Let's use y here, and this y here, and y equal y plus 1. So you have to change the initial y as well as for the answer also you have to use y into st. Right, let's do. And here's the answer. 1 times, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times. All right, 10, 11, 12. Done. But if you see the code first, then understand that that will be difficult. code එක දැකලා කරාන so this is called build from scratch. You have to start from zero, then step up one by one by one by one by one, then you will understand the code. That's why I'm doing this
The
without showing.
STR means
str means convert that to string, because this is a number. No, numbers you can't add numbers to the text. This is a text, this is also text, just to display. Numbers and text you can't add together. Right? Text and text you can add. So here let me show an example. Print, if you say hello and hi, if you say print hello and hi, so without printing this, let's comment the previous line. So it will print hello and hi both together. Hello, hi. Hello, hi. Text to text you can add. Number to number also you can add. Print 9 plus 10. Number to number also you can add. Text to text addition is called concatenation. Number to number addition is called addition. Text to text addition, concatenation. Number to number addition, I'll write in the front. This is called concatenation. And number to number addition is called addition. But in some cases, you have to add text to number. For an example, you can say hello and you add 10 to there.
so there is some air blowing in your mic, sir.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it noisy?
Before that number. Now, yeah, now okay.
Now okay.
Now okay.
Because the thing is, I'm inside my vehicle since power is not there. That's why. So
Okay.
there's a power cut and my laptop, I didn't charge it. So I had to put it charge and I came to the vehicle. That's why I said. So I think
You can charge it from the vehicle.
Sorry?
You can charge it from the vehicle.
Yeah, I can charge from the vehicle.
Nice.
Right. So that's why I came here. And
It must be Leaf, right, sir? Leaf, right?
No, I'm using Honda Fit.
Honda
Oh, hybrid. Yeah.
Hybrid. Yeah. So that's why I came to the vehicle and start doing this. Normally, I used to do this when there's a power cut or when signal failure. So I can do this like so. I have inverter which can invert the 12 volt
AC
to 230.
DC to AC.
Yeah, DC to
Yeah.
I have used. Okay, then hello and 10. Let's going to add hello and 10. Now you can see it will give an error. Here, hello, hi printed, 19 printed, but hello and 10, it is not happening. So therefore, I have to convert that to str, because numbers cannot be concatenated unless it is converted to string. So please write down that as well. So it's a very important thing. Please write down that. But so we have not yet implemented or learned, but later you can combine this printing with some kind of text file. That means you can directly write this to a text file without printing. So that will be great because you can open a file. We will teach later, right? Because this is the last part of your lesson, Python. But why I'm telling this? Because you can practice. You can open a file. You can open a file like, let's say, abcd.txt, and this file is for writing purpose. W is there for writing purpose. I'm opening the file, and what I'm going to do instead of print, I'm going to write f dot. I'm going to use f dot write. Means you are going to write that into the file, and after finishing this, you have to add a new line. New line can be added like this, /n. That is for new line. So after writing this, you can just close the file. F dot close. After writing, you can close the file. That's enough. So Python is such a language, it's very easy. So when you write this code, when you run this code, When you run this code, you can see hello, hi, hello, this one, but nothing, no output here. But if you go and see the documents where I save this file, the same location here, see users, the Sunilanjana documents, and here is the file. So if I go to that one and see from the date modified, it's today's date, you can see abcd.txt. So please go inside and you can see the entire output will be saved inside the text document, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that is small, that small modification can write into the file. Just open a file, f.write to file, and close it. So it will generate the
Can
new
Python
file.
be used for hacking?
Yeah, it can be. It's heavily used.
Oh,
So can be
How
used.
sir?
so we have
Sorry?
hacking in our syllabus, right?
Huh?
We have hacking in the syllabus, right?
No, no, you don't have. So you have
No, we don't have.
security. No, you have security, but not hacking. Security and hacking, two
Hack.
things. The security means preventing
Hmm.
from hacking. But
Hmm.
actually speaking, you should know hacking to prevent it. But the
Yeah.
thing is, in Sri Lanka, you don't have offensive security. So
Hmm.
we first learn. So most of our professionals, even we have seen most of the people in the top positions. Even I have practical exposure to them and experience. So they know security, but they don't know hacking. So
They don't have.
the other side,
Yeah.
I went to one meeting even. I went to one meeting.
Hmm.
There was a meeting about cyberbullying in that security training institute, Sri Lanka Security Training Institute. So then I was talking about this cyberbullying and what kind of things, what kind of threats are there, the vulnerabilities in the websites and all. Even I discovered a vulnerability in our Lankapay website. Lankapay is the website which is connecting banks, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
entire bank system. So I had to explain that vulnerability to actually closer to 4 or 5 managers.
Oh,
They were passing that from the network into IT division, IT to development division, development to security division. Likewise, I had to explain everyone, and after that, finally they have corrected that was a simple bug, but
oh,
finally they have corrected. But when I was requesting them a letter saying, can you give a letter saying the recommendation letter or acknowledgement letter saying I helped in this, then they were silent,
yeah.
right?
Oh,
It's like that.
Oh,
So our people,
so bad.
yeah,
our
they are.
people. Yeah, sir. Yeah, yeah.
They will never
They
learn,
take it
and
for
they will
granted.
never respect the people who can share them something better.
Yeah.
But they know security. They know security very well. I know that they are really good at security. I found another fellow. I learned this from him. I learned this from him. He's a world famous fellow, but not in Sri Lanka, fortunately. So you can just go
Oh,
through his profile. His name is Osanda Malik. Here, this one. So he was a teenager. Now he's now he's engaged, but he was a teenager earlier, and so you can see. So he's why he's famous because most of the sites have mentioned them, right? Most of the sites have mentioned them. I think he has found bugs, errors in Facebook, Oracle, likewise. So they have acknowledged for his findings. He's an independent researcher who actually dropped out from Sri Lankan degree, but he went to UK and settled down there, and he's now security engineer working there, right? So he shared me the same
oh,
story. Never helped Sri Lankan people in security or hacking or whatever the things, and another lecturer, one of my
true.
lecturers when I was there in university, one of my lecturers, he also found that kind of bug in a bank. Then bank has invited him. Yeah, it was a Gihila. He went to that place to meet the bank management. And what has happened? You don't know what has happened. They have asked him to sign a letter that even though you know there was a bug, don't disclose this to someone else. and he had to sign this in front of their lawyer. That's the only thing that they have done installing instead of acknowledging. Right? It's like,
Then he could have resisted.
yeah. So the thing is, but unfortunately, he also left the country. He is now settled in Australia. It's like that. If you're in Sri Lanka, don't look into these subjects, hacking or security, because maybe if you're a
Right.
good hacker, media will give you a publicity, right? But
Yeah.
after the publicity, you will be there in jail.
They,
No,
Right.
but right, in the Delta Force, there was somebody hacked into the USA something, right?
Mm.
Like they couldn't prevent it, but now that fellow is like he's the what do you call?
Yeah,
He's the security officer there, like the head.
yeah.
yeah,
Basically,
recently something happened last year.
yeah.
Yeah,
Basically,
I
they
remember that.
take yeah. If it is a student case, if it is non-criminal case, they take it positively and help the particular person to draw and learn. So if it is non-criminal case, but if it is criminal case, there's a criminal law. It's dangerous. Right? If it is a black hat or criminal case, that means if it is affecting bank, if it is a fraud, if he or she has steal some information, stolen some information which is high sensitive, then there will be fines and jailing and all these things. But if it is a students who wish to learn and trying different things, so they will give the opportunity to grow. So that is the thing, because they take that positively. So here in our society, we take that in a very bad
Yeah,
way,
if we
negative
hack
way.
into a bank account, so in jail only will be.
I know.
Right. Okay. So here it's really bad, because why it happened? Because most of the theoretical fellows are in top positions, so they know security. Though they think they know security, actually that's what happened. Right. Okay.
Mm.
Right. Then let's move to the topic back. So don't practice hacking in Sri Lanka if you wish to go another country. So try for offensive security. So if you want to learn hacking, go for offensive security.
Sri Lanka
So
or
there's
like
a course. Yeah, there's a course
different
in offensive security. You can learn from Kali Linux. There's a course, right? But will not be useful in
Bali.
like us. Hmm. අපේ රටේ ඉඳලා useful නැති වීම එක.
Won't they develop
Sorry,
always undeveloped? Like won't they like develop Sri Lanka or something? Won't they change?
I don't think this will not change for මම හිතන්නේ මේක තව අවුරුදු
Okay.
100 50කටවත් change වෙන්නේ නැති වෙයි. So here, so because you know that most of the projects are dropped unrecently. So these are this LRT projects and all. So I don't know, so because in Malaysia or some other countries, or even now, even in Bangladesh, some areas are developing.
Yeah.
Some areas are developed in Myanmar. So those were not really good countries earlier days, but now
Yep.
they are developing themselves. But in
To
Sri
take
Lanka,
Singapore as an example,
yeah,
it's
Singapore.
next level.
So there is,
Yeah,
so we are not actually going to that level. So basically, we select people in the parliament also, the under capable or incapable people.
yeah.
So
True,
they
true.
don't wish to develop the country; wish to develop themselves.
Yeah.
So
The pocket.
right,
But
they think
yeah,
about their pocket, and finally, so anyway, this system, I don't think this will never change. This will never change. So cannot expect from one person to change. Basically, people have to change, not the politicians, but people have to change the thinking pattern,
Yeah.
the education system. So you can see the education system, even it's upside down. No? Right? We
Yeah.
think our education system is very good because it's a free education, 13-year
Yeah.
education,
Yeah.
free
Like
education.
everything.
But it's upside down when you go to this ranking, STEM ranking,
Yep.
STEM ranking map. So this is the map that we get. We think that our education is very good, but when you see the STEM ranking of the world, we can see where we
Reality,
are.
it's. Yep.
This is PISA 2018 world ranking of STEM. STEM means science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, right? Mathematics, science, reading, engineering, those things. So you can see the top countries. green, above 500. So Finland, Sweden, China, Canada. So these are green.
U-
So between this, the yellow countries, so orange
US.
countries, those are Russia, Turkey, France, Ukraine.
We don't have a color.
You don't have a color. United States and those things. And when it comes to below 450, the red zones, you can see the red zones,
Yeah, worse.
right? No, red is also good. So above
No,
500
we are
zone,
like
yeah,
not in any of those.
we are not in any of those. In STEM ranking, we are, I think, even below 1,000 in the STEM ranking, even below the 1,000. So here you can see these countries are the countries fighting for some, fighting and struggling. So Syria, Iraq, Iran, India, Pakistan, these countries are fighting for each other, fighting with each other, right?
Mm.
So just for no reason, Mongolia, North Korea, these countries are not really developing. But anyway, North Korea is also good now. But you
Yeah,
can
sir.
see,
Yeah.
yeah,
Korea is good
King
now.
Kong, King
Indonesia,
Kong.
they have changed themselves now. So even Asian countries
Indonesia,
now changing. Right
Sri
here, so
Lanka
you can
is
see Yemen and
exactly.
Oman, but Saudi Arabia. So
Yep.
Saudi Arabia, it's and here in Africa also,
Africa, yeah, Western,
yes,
yeah,
Kazakhstan, these countries are developing. But our country is not near, even nearby. But we think of education at best, but it's not
true,
STEM-based
true.
education. It's not practicing based, basically. It's examination based. So you always want to pass the exam and get 3 A's or
I know.
10 A's or get high score in scholarship. But that is not practical. We don't learn for living. So after learning for exam only, we learn for living. So that is in
Yeah.
university. So then too late, right? But other
Hmm.
students, other children, they learn for living. So
Like then, if like some people didn't get university, they won't even learn
yeah,
for living
that's
at all.
not because the initial age. So when
That's right.
especially so in a China-like country, if a assume a student, small kids are there, no, if they are jumping here
Yeah,
and there, අර ඩෙස් උඩ එහෙම නටන්නේ ඩෙස් උඩ නැගලා අර එහෙම දුවනවා නම් so
Oh,
he's an athletic person. Has
yeah.
athletic personality and he will be trained for athletics,
Here
right?
means upside down.
Here you're out of the school.
I
yeah.
know.
Right,
Parents will come. Oh my god.
right, okay, that's the situation anyway, that's right. Okay, uh, right, now we know how to use loops and for loop. Actually we have to practice. So there are 3 kind of loops in Python. So basically, so we learn while loop. Now we are applying that loops in Python. So we learn while loop, done. And next one is for loop. And there's another one that is actually do while loop, but actually it's true while or do while. So these are the 3 loops available in Python, right? Let's practice and learn these things, especially the for loop. I'm using terminal or the shell, Python shell, to write this. For I can give x in range
Hmm.
10. And if I ask to print x, for x in range 10, print x, it will print from 0 to 10. And I can give the same loop by giving the start in value. I can give 1 to 10. Then it will be printing from, let's print other way, right? Otherwise it will take space. And end with some space here. And the second one, you can give the start in position. Sorry, give the start in position and print. Third one, you have to give the step in 2. Let's give the step in. then it will start from 1 and go 2 by 2. It's very easy. Unlike the while loop, you give everything in single statement, starting, ending, and stepping. And if you want to reverse, you can start from 10 and you can go to 1. Let's reverse -1. Then it will be 10 to 1. But not that it will not go to the last digit. Here also, when you mention 10, it will go to 9. 10, it went to 9. Here also, you said 10, starting from 10, but you said 1, it's not going to 1. If you need up to 1, you have to tell 0. Then it will go to 1. Okay, these are the loop. This is while loop, the basic implementation of, for loop. And some other methods. You can make it blank and try. So, sorry, not that one. You can keep like this, 2 variables, but it won't basically give something, right? If you say 10 minus 1, it will not give something. But if you give the positive side, 1, 10, it will go. So you saw that it will go. Negative side, it will not go. If you give -1, it will not go. You have to step that. For negative side, you have to step. Stepping is compulsory. But for positive side, without stepping also, it will go 1 by 1. Understood or not? Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So shall we try and write down or take a print screen? What do you prefer? Anything you prefer, you can do. If you can try, that's best. If you can